This video, we're going to go over how you can add AI blocks in the Horizon theme. So without further ado, let's hop inside the theme customizer. So the first thing that you need to know is that you can add AI blocks in either one of the product like form sections or already pre-existing sections. And if you go over to add block, you can generate a block. The other place that you can add in AI blocks is if you add a custom section. So for example, if we wanted to add some sort of 4-column section below this product section, we could go add section, go over to custom section, hit add block, and then generate block. Now over here, we can type in a few different prompts. I'm going to type in 4-column layout with image and text and see what it gives us. You'll notice that it'll start to generate some code, which is actually pretty cool that they're able to do this. As a professional developer myself, I'm able to see this code, and honestly, it's pretty good. Like, obviously, the theme code itself and non-AI code is a lot cleaner and a lot faster. But if you just needed to get something quickly up and running, I think that this is actually a pretty decent approach. The only time that I think that this falls short is when you're trying to add some sort of custom functionality that modifies adding a product to cart. So for example, using an AI block for like an upsell would be maybe not the best idea, just because it's not tested by a few different developers, making sure that it works across all different devices and all different, making sure that it works in Chrome and Safari and just different use cases that maybe the AI can't be tested against. But for getting something up quick, I mean, it's a pretty solid approach. So as you can see here, now the block is getting generated under the custom section, and we now have our 4-column block, and it looks pretty decent. Now I am just going to change the width of the custom layout to full. Okay. Oh, I'll need to change the alignment to center. Within here, you'll notice that we have a few different settings within the custom section for column layout, which is pretty cool. And we can even give it follow-up instructions. We could potentially say, we'll say add a title above the blocks. Let's see if that works. Add a title above the 4-column layout. Now, what should happen here is it's going to take the pre-existing code and just modify it to add a title above the 4-column layout that we had. So I'm just going to pause the video here. Give the code a little bit of time just to run. I know that this does take quite a bit of time to generate each section, but honestly, it's still relatively a pretty quick and easy way of doing things. Awesome. So as you can see here, we actually now have our features and a little bit of text displaying right above the 4-column layout. So I mean, this actually is pretty incredible. Now I'm just going to fill in a little bit of content in it just to make sure that it pulls in correctly. So I'm just going to add in a few different images, maybe going over the brewing process. So I'm going to add in this image here. Cool. So now one important thing to note is I believe you should be able to add this block to any other page within your site. And it should be now saved as an AI block. So if I go over here and then go custom section, I should be able to now see this new folder we created called AI generated. And then under there, we have our 4-column layout. Now, another thing that's important to note is if you don't make a change to your block like I did here, like added some content in, it won't save and it won't be able to be reused on other pages. So you just need to put a little bit of content in so that it saves on your theme. Now, at this point in the video, you might be wondering, this is all really cool, but how do I remove these blocks? Like, I feel like I'm going to create a bunch of blocks and I'm going to have like hundreds of these things. And also, how do I rename them? For that, we're going to jump into the code editor a little bit, and don't worry, it's fairly simple code to write. I'm going to show you how you can delete and rename your blocks. So I'm going to go up here at the top and I'm going to go into edit code. And then inside the code editor for the theme, I'm going to go down into blocks. And then within blocks, we should now see these newly created blocks that start with AI_gen. So now to delete this block permanently, all you need to do is hit this delete button. And again, all these blocks are under the blocks folder inside the code editor. But if you want to rename the block, all you need to do is scroll down and you'll notice that in this tag here called schema, you can even search for it. We have the name 4-column layout. So we could call this 4-column grid, for example, and we change the section name, but we also need to change the name that we select within the theme editor. So I'm going to go down over to presets over here and adjust it to 4-column grid as well. I'm just going to hit save and hop back into the theme customizer. Awesome. Now that we're back in the theme customizer, you'll notice that we actually have the 4-column layout now changed to 4-column grid. And again, if we deleted this block, it wouldn't display as an AI block anymore under this folder. Hopefully this all makes sense to you. And if you're interested in learning more about how to build themes specifically in Horizon, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel to learn more. Cheers.